Your life is about to transform, Capricorn. The universe rarely aligns this perfectly, but October brings a celestial convergence that targets your sign with laser precision. This isn't ordinary astrological movement. This is your cosmic awakening. The stars have been whispering your name, calculating this moment for decades. I've analyzed the celestial patterns forming above you, and what I've discovered is nothing short of extraordinary. While other signs will experience October as just another month in their journey, for you, Capricorn, these 31 days represent a critical threshold, a doorway between who you've been and who you're destined to become. Before we dive deeper into the 12 powerful reasons you need to prepare for October's energy, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. The insights I'm about to share could fundamentally alter how you navigate the coming weeks, and you won't want to miss what's coming next on Secret of the Zodiac. October arrives at a pivotal moment in your astrological cycle. For nearly 15 years, Pluto has been reshaping your core identity, breaking down structures that no longer serve you and rebuilding your sense of self from the foundation up. This process hasn't been gentle. Pluto never is, but it has been necessary. Those challenges you've faced since 2008, they weren't random hardships. They were deliberate cosmic tests, strengthening you for this very moment. The ambitious Capricorn is known for climbing mountains others consider impossible. Your determination, your resilience, your unwavering focus, these qualities have always set you apart. But even the most disciplined mountain goat needs cosmic timing on their side, and October delivers exactly that. The stars are conspiring in your favor, creating pathways where once stood barriers. I've spent countless hours mapping the specific energetic patterns forming around your sign. The planetary alignments occurring this October appear only once every 78 years. The last time this configuration appeared, it coincided with major innovations and breakthroughs that reshaped industries. For you personally, this translates to unexpected opportunities emerging in areas where you've invested your most disciplined efforts. Your ruling planet, Saturn, has been in retrograde since May, creating subtle but persistent barriers to your progress. Perhaps you've felt it, that frustrating sense of pushing against an invisible wall, of working harder but moving forward more slowly. This retrograde hasn't been punishment, it's been preparation. Saturn has been forcing you to revise your strategies, to strengthen your foundations before the next phase of growth. In October, as Saturn stations direct, these barriers dissolve almost overnight. Projects that stalled suddenly gain momentum. People who seemed resistant to your ideas become receptive. Resources you've been seeking finally become available. This shift alone would make October significant, but it's merely the first of 12 powerful cosmic influences converging on your sign. The ambitious plans you've kept close to your chest, those dreams you've barely shared with anyone, suddenly seem not just possible but inevitable. The universe is creating a tailwind for Capricorns who have done their homework and laid proper groundwork. This isn't random luck, it's calculated cosmic timing aligning with your natural Capricorn methodologies. Many of you have felt like something big was coming. That intuitive whisper, that subtle knowing that you should be preparing for a significant shift, it wasn't imagination. It was your cosmic intelligence recognizing the approaching energetic wave. Those who have listened to this intuition and prepared accordingly will find themselves perfectly positioned to harness October's transformative potential. The mountains you've been climbing have prepared you for the view that awaits at the summit. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt, they've all strengthened the very qualities you'll need to navigate October's intensified energy. As we explore the specific planetary movements about to reshape your world, remember that you were born for exactly this moment. Your Capricorn nature thrives in periods of significant transformation, when others might crumble under the pressure. The first major shift occurs as Saturn stations direct, but this is merely the opening note in a cosmic symphony composed specifically for Capricorn's evolutionary journey. As we explore the next 3 powerful reasons you need to prepare for October, you'll understand why this month holds the keys to unlocking your next level of achievement. The first reason, Saturn, your ruling planet, ends its retrograde. Saturn's direct motion this October represents nothing less than the removal of cosmic training wheels from your journey. Since May, this taskmaster planet has been moving backward through your chart, creating a period of necessary review and recalibration. Think of it as cosmic weight training, uncomfortable in the moment, but building strength you'll soon rely upon. This retrograde period wasn't a punishment, it was preparation. When Saturn stations direct in October, you'll feel a sudden clarity wash over areas of your life that have seemed frustratingly stuck. That project at work that's been crawling along. That relationship dynamic that's been stuck in repetitive patterns. That financial goal that seemed just out of reach. Saturn's direct motion removes the invisible barriers that have been holding these situations in suspended animation. What makes this planetary shift especially powerful for you, Capricorn, is that Saturn isn't just any planet, it's your cosmic ruler. Your entire astrological makeup is influenced by Saturn's methodical, disciplined energy. When your ruling planet shifts direction, it creates a fundamental realignment in your life path. Think of it as your cosmic CEO finally returning to the office after months of working remotely. Decisions get made faster, resources flow more efficiently, progress accelerates. The areas of life most affected will be those where you've been doing the difficult work of restructuring. Saturn rewards effort, not shortcuts. If you've been cutting corners, October might bring consequences rather than rewards. But for the typical Capricorn who embraces responsibility, Saturn's direct motion activates a period of well-earned advancement. Pay particular attention to situations involving authority figures, career development, and long-term planning during the first week of October. Saturn's energy is strongest as it stations, creating a window of opportunity for breaking through long-standing barriers. A conversation you've been postponing with a mentor or supervisor becomes surprisingly productive. A proposal you've been refining suddenly finds its audience. A credential or qualification you've been working toward falls into place. The second reason, a powerful new moon activates your career house. The October 12th, new moon isn't just any lunar event. It's a cosmic spotlight illuminating your 10th house of career, reputation, and public recognition. This particular new moon forms a rare geometric configuration with Jupiter and Uranus, creating what astrologers call a finger of fate or finger of God aspect. This astrological pattern points directly at your professional life, suggesting destined encounters and pivotal opportunities. New moons represent beginnings, and this one plants seeds in the most ambitious sector of your chart. The intentions you set during this lunar phase carry unusual manifestation power, particularly those related to your long-term professional vision. This isn't the moment for modest goals or incremental thinking. The cosmic energies support bold vision and calculated risk. What makes this new moon especially significant is its connection to the eclipse cycle that began in your sign 18 months ago. Seeds planted during that period now reach a critical development phase. Projects, relationships, and opportunities that emerged during that eclipse window suddenly accelerate or transform into something more substantial than you initially imagined. The practical application of this energy requires strategic action. The 3 days before and after this new moon create a window for initiatives that can reshape your professional trajectory. Schedule important meetings, launch significant projects, or make the career move you've been contemplating. The cosmic timing supports ventures that align with your authentic ambitions, not just what others expect from you. For Capricorns working in leadership positions, this new moon activates your natural authority in unexpected ways. Colleagues who previously challenged your direction suddenly recognize your vision. Team members who seemed disengaged find new motivation under your guidance. Your capacity to see the long-term implications of current decisions, a classic Capricorn strength, becomes your most valuable professional asset. Those of you contemplating a career pivot or professional reinvention will find unusual support during this lunar phase. The new moon's connection to Uranus, the planet of sudden change and innovation, creates openings where barriers once stood. An unexpected recommendation leads to an interview. A chance conversation reveals an opportunity perfectly aligned with your skills. A project you started as a side hustle suddenly shows commercial potential. The third reason, Venus enters your social sector, expanding your network. Beginning October 15th, Venus, the planet of connection, value, and attraction, moves into your 11th house of networks, friendships, and long-term aspirations. This transit transforms your social landscape, bringing influential people into your orbit who recognize your worth without you having to prove it repeatedly, as Capricorns often feel compelled to do. What makes this Venus transit especially potent is its conjunction with Mercury, creating a period where your communication style becomes particularly magnetic. People don't just hear your words, they feel the substance behind them. Your natural Capricorn tendency toward brevity and precision, saying exactly what needs to be said without unnecessary elaboration, becomes your social superpower. The practical implications of this transit extend far beyond pleasant social interactions. Venus in your 11th house activates your network as a resource for your ambitions. That connection you made 3 years ago at a conference. They reach out with an opportunity perfectly aligned with your current goals. That mentor who seemed to have forgotten about you. They recommend you for a position you wouldn't have otherwise known existed. That industry group you joined but haven't actively participated in. It suddenly becomes a source of critical professional development. Capricorns often approach networking as a necessary professional obligation rather than an authentic form of connection. Venus softens this tendency, helping you recognize the human dimension behind strategic relationships. You'll find yourself genuinely interested in others' journeys, not just their utility to your goals. This authentic engagement creates connections with surprising longevity and depth. Pay particular attention to invitations that arrive between October 17th and 22nd. During this period, Venus forms a harmonious trine to Neptune, creating encounters with unusual synchronicity. The person seated next to you at an event mentions exactly the resource you've been seeking. A casual conversation at a social gathering reveals information critical to a decision you've been contemplating. An introduction made in passing leads to a collaboration with significant potential. For Capricorns who have been focused exclusively on work at the expense of social connections, this Venus transit serves as a cosmic correction. It reminds you that your network isn't separate from your success, it's integral to it. The influence, opportunities, and insights available through authentic connection become particularly visible during October, showing you the tangible value of relationships you may have been neglecting. The combination of these three powerful influences, Saturn's direct motion, the career-focused new moon, and Venus activating your social network, creates unprecedented forward momentum in your professional life. The structures you've been building, the credentials you've been earning, the relationships you've been cultivating, all of these elements suddenly align in October, creating pathways where once stood barriers. These cosmic shifts don't guarantee automatic success. They create openings that require your characteristic Capricorn follow-through. The universe rewards preparation meeting opportunity. Those who have done the foundational work will find these planetary energies acting as accelerants to their ambitions. Those who have been postponing necessary groundwork may feel the pressure of sudden opportunity without adequate preparation. As we move forward to explore the next 3 powerful reasons you need to prepare for October, remember that these cosmic influences aren't operating in isolation. They're part of an integrated celestial design specifically supporting your Capricorn journey. The communication breakthroughs, financial opportunities, and creative renaissance awaiting you build directly upon the professional foundation established by these first 3 influences. The fourth reason, Mercury forms a favorable aspect to Pluto, enhancing your natural diplomatic abilities. During the second week of October, Mercury, the planet of communication, analysis, and exchange, forms a powerful sextile aspect to transformative Pluto. This cosmic configuration activates your communication sector in ways that transform casual conversations into gateways for significant advancement. Words you speak during this period carry unusual weight and influence, particularly in professional contexts where precision matters. For Capricorns, who typically prefer demonstrating competence through actions rather than words. This Mercury-Pluto aspect represents a rare opportunity to harness verbal power. Your natural tendency toward thoughtful silence gives way to strategic articulation. You'll find yourself expressing complex ideas with remarkable clarity, cutting through confusion with surgical precision. This isn't about becoming unnecessarily talkative. It's about your words carrying unmistakable authority. What makes this planetary aspect particularly significant is its timing alongside Saturn's direct motion. As your ruling planet releases its retrograde brakes, Mercury-Pluto empowers you to articulate the insights you've gathered during the reflective period since May. Those complex solutions you've been developing internally, you'll finally find the perfect language to convey them. That strategic vision you've been refining, you'll articulate it in ways that inspire genuine buy-in from stakeholders. Pay particular attention to communication opportunities between October 9th and 14th, when this aspect is strongest. Proposals presented during this window receive unusually favorable consideration. Negotiations initiated now tend toward mutually beneficial outcomes. Difficult conversations you've been postponing unfold more productively than anticipated. Your capacity to speak uncomfortable truths without creating unnecessary conflict becomes a superpower. This Mercury-Pluto aspect particularly benefits Capricorns in leadership positions or those seeking advancement. Your communication style develops a compelling gravity that others naturally respect. You don't need to raise your voice to command attention. Your words carry inherent weight. This isn't about manipulation. It's about alignment between your internal authority and your external expression. For Capricorns working in fields requiring technical precision, finance, engineering, law, medicine, or research, this aspect sharpens your ability to translate complex concepts for broader audiences. You become the bridge between specialized knowledge and practical application. Your explanations don't just inform, they illuminate. This skill becomes particularly valuable in interdepartmental meetings or client presentations where clarity directly impacts outcomes. The fifth reason, the full moon illuminates your home sector, revealing necessary foundational changes. The full moon on October 28th illuminates your fourth house of home, family, and foundations with unusual clarity. This isn't just any full moon. It forms a rare grand cross configuration with Mars, Neptune, and the nodes of destiny. This complex geometric pattern creates a cosmic spotlight on the foundations supporting your ambitions, revealing structural weaknesses you've been overlooking. For Capricorns, who naturally focus on external achievement, this full moon serves as a cosmic reminder that sustainable success requires solid foundations. The areas illuminated might be literal, your physical home environment needing attention, or metaphorical, your emotional well-being requiring nurturing. Either way, the message is clear. Neglecting your foundation compromises everything built upon it. What makes this lunar event particularly significant is its timing after Saturn's direct motion. With your ruling planet moving forward, you have both the clarity to recognize necessary changes and the practical energy to implement them. Solutions that seemed elusive during Saturn's retrograde suddenly become obvious. Resources needed for foundational repair or renovation become available. Support systems you've been attempting to establish finally click into place. The practical implications of this full moon extend beyond physical space into your psychological foundation. Capricorns often build impressive external structures while neglecting internal architecture. This lunar illumination reveals emotional patterns undermining your well-being, perhaps workaholism disguised as ambition, or perfectionism masquerading as excellence. The cosmic energy supports honest self-assessment without judgment. Pay particular attention to revelations occurring between October 26th and 30th, when the full moon energy is strongest. Insights arriving during this period carry unusual significance for your long-term stability. A realization about your living situation prompts beneficial changes. A conversation with family members resolves long-standing tension. An epiphany about work-life balance leads to sustainable boundaries. These aren't temporary adjustments. They're foundational recalibrations with lasting impact. For Capricorns contemplating relocation, property investment, or significant home renovation, this full moon creates exceptional clarity about timing and direction. The emotional dimensions of these decisions become as clear as the practical considerations, allowing for choices that serve both your immediate needs and long-term vision. The sixth reason, Jupiter's position activates your financial zone, bringing unexpected monetary gains. Throughout October, expansive Jupiter in your second house of personal finances forms a harmonious trine with Uranus in your sixth house of daily work and routine. This cosmic configuration creates an unusual connection between innovation in your daily activities and expansion in your financial resources. The practical result? Unexpected monetary returns from work processes you've been refining or skills you've been developing. What makes this Jupiter-Uranus aspect particularly powerful is its activation of both your earned income sector and your productivity zone. This isn't about random windfalls or luck-based gains. It's about recognition and reward for excellence you've already demonstrated. The investment of time, energy, and attention you've made in mastering specific skills suddenly yields tangible returns beyond your expectations. For Capricorns working in technology, healthcare, research, or innovation-driven fields, this planetary aspect brings particular financial benefit. Your capacity to improve systems, enhance efficiency, or develop novel solutions receives unexpected monetary recognition. A process improvement you implemented months ago suddenly demonstrates measurable value that translates to compensation. A specialized skill you've been cultivating becomes unexpectedly marketable at a premium rate. The practical implications of this Jupiter-Uranus aspect extend beyond your primary income stream to secondary revenue sources. Side projects, investments, or skills you've been developing without immediate profit motivation suddenly show commercial potential. That knowledge base you've been building in your spare time, it becomes the foundation for a consulting opportunity. That efficient solution you developed for a personal challenge, it attracts interest from those willing to pay for similar results. Pay particular attention to financial opportunities arising between October 14th and 21st, when this aspect is strongest. An unexpected bonus or commission arrives. A client expands their project scope with corresponding budget increase. An investment you made earlier begins showing returns ahead of projected timeline. A skill you've mastered attracts premium compensation offers. These aren't random occurrences. They're cosmic recognition of value you've already created. For Capricorns contemplating career advancement, salary negotiation, or business expansion, this Jupiter-Uranus aspect provides exceptional cosmic support. Your capacity to articulate the concrete value you bring, a natural Capricorn strength, becomes particularly effective during this period. Compensation discussions initiated now tend toward favorable outcomes that accurately reflect your worth. The combination of these three powerful influences, Mercury's diplomatic enhancement, the foundation illuminating full moon, and Jupiter's financial activation, creates a period of remarkable integration between your communication, home foundation, and financial resources. The clarity you gain through Mercury-Pluto helps you articulate the changes illuminated by the full moon, while Jupiter-Uranus ensures that improvements translate to tangible prosperity. These cosmic shifts work together to strengthen both your internal and external support systems. The diplomatic prowess gained through Mercury-Pluto helps you navigate the changes revealed by the full moon. The foundation stabilized through these lunar insights supports sustainable financial growth activated by Jupiter-Uranus. Each influence amplifies the others in a harmonic convergence, specifically benefiting Capricorn's methodical approach. As these energies unfold throughout October, you'll notice the interconnection between seemingly separate life areas. Your capacity to communicate with influence directly impacts your ability to implement foundational changes, which in turn supports sustainable financial growth. This isn't coincidence. It's cosmic design, specifically supporting your Capricorn evolution. As we move forward to explore the next three powerful reasons you need to prepare for October, recognize that these cosmic influences build progressively upon each other. The creativity and partnership opportunities awaiting you in our next segment flow naturally from the communication breakthroughs foundational realignments and financial expansion established through reasons 4, 5, and 6. The seventh reason, Mars energizes your creativity zone, giving you drive for passion projects. Throughout October, fiery Mars blazes through your fifth house of creativity, self-expression, and pleasure, igniting dormant passions and energizing projects that have languished in the conceptual phase. This transit isn't merely about artistic pursuits. It's about any endeavor requiring your authentic creative input, from business innovation to personal hobbies that revitalize your spirit. For typically disciplined Capricorns, who often subordinate creative impulses to practical demands, this Mars transit serves as a cosmic permission slip to prioritize expression alongside achievement. The energy signature is unmistakable: a sudden resurgence of enthusiasm for projects you've set aside, a willingness to take calculated risks in areas of personal significance, and an unusual courage to share your creative voice without censoring its distinctive qualities. What makes this Mars transit particularly powerful is its timing alongside Saturn's direct motion. As your ruling planet releases its restrictive influence, Mars provides the ignition system for ideas that have been meticulously developed during Saturn's retrograde period. Think of it as architectural plans finally receiving construction funding. Concepts move from theoretical to actual with unprecedented speed. The practical manifestations of this energy appear in several dimensions. That business approach you've been quietly developing, you finally implement its most innovative elements without second-guessing their viability. That artistic pursuit you've relegated to someday status, it suddenly claims space in your calendar as a non-negotiable priority. That presentation format you've considered too unconventional, you deploy it with confidence, discovering its effectiveness. Pay particular attention to creative impulses arising between October 7th and 17th, when Mars forms a harmonious trine to the Sun in your sector of meaningful vision. Ideas emerging during this period carry unusual potential for both personal fulfillment and practical success. This isn't about abandoning your methodical Capricorn nature. It's about applying that disciplined approach to projects that genuinely inspire you. For Capricorns working in creative fields, this Mars transit brings particular professional benefit. Your distinctive perspective, often characterized by structural elegance and purposeful design, receives recognition from those with influence in your industry. The natural tension between innovation and practicality that defines your creative approach becomes your market differentiator rather than a limitation. Even Capricorns in traditionally structured professions find this Mars transit activating innovative approaches to established processes. Your capacity to reinvent methodologies while maintaining reliable outcomes earns both attention and implementation opportunities. This isn't creativity for its own sake. It's innovation with purpose, a quintessentially Capricornian expression that combines originality with utility. The eighth reason, a rare planetary alignment on October 17th favors your long-term ambitions. On October 17th, a remarkable geometric configuration forms between Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, creating what astrologers call a mystic rectangle. This rare alignment connects your houses of personal resources, daily work, long-term vision, and career reputation in a harmonic pattern that appears only once every several decades. The cosmic message is clear. Elements that typically exist in separate compartments of your life suddenly develop productive connections. For strategically minded Capricorns, who naturally think in terms of systems and long-term implications, this planetary alignment represents an unusual opportunity to witness your comprehensive planning bearing fruit. The vision you've been developing doesn't just remain conceptual. It manifests through tangible resources, efficient processes, and public recognition in a synchronized manner rarely experienced. What makes this alignment particularly significant is its activation of both your material and visionary sectors. This isn't about choosing between practicality and aspiration. It's about their elegant integration. Resources you've been accumulating find their perfect application in service of your vision. Daily practices you've been refining become the implementation system for your grandest ambitions. Professional recognition arrives not despite your unconventional approach, but because of it. The practical implications of this alignment extend beyond immediate circumstances to your entire life trajectory. Decisions made during this period, particularly on October 17th and the 3 days surrounding it, carry unusual manifestation potential for your long-term direction. A commitment made now regarding your professional path establishes momentum that carries forward for years. An investment allocated toward a specific purpose yields compounding returns beyond financial metrics. For Capricorns contemplating significant pivots in business strategy, career direction, or investment allocation, this alignment provides exceptional cosmic support. The natural caution that sometimes delays your decisive action gives way to unusual clarity about both immediate steps and long-term implications. You see not just the next move, but the entire sequence, allowing for confident commitment to directional changes. Pay particular attention to synchronicities occurring around this date, chance encounters that reveal unexpected pathways, information arriving precisely when needed, or resources becoming available at the moment of necessity. These aren't random coincidences. They're cosmic confirmation of alignment between your internal navigation system and external opportunities. Your characteristic Capricorn discernment allows you to distinguish genuine opportunity from distraction. The ninth reason, an eclipsed partnership opportunity emerges aligning with your 5-year plan. While October doesn't host an eclipse, it marks a critical development phase for partnership opportunities that emerged during the eclipse season earlier this year. A professional or personal connection that began forming during that period suddenly reveals its full strategic significance in October, particularly between the 19th and 25th, when Venus in your networking sector forms a powerful aspect to Pluto in your sign. For self-sufficient Capricorns, who often prefer handling matters independently rather than navigating the complexities of collaboration, this eclipse-influence partnership represents an unusual opportunity to multiply your effectiveness through strategic alliance. This isn't about random networking. It's about a specific connection with complementary capabilities that accelerate your progress toward well-defined goals. What makes this partnership opportunity particularly significant is its alignment with ambitions you articulated in your 5-year plan. This isn't a diversion from your established direction. It's an acceleration mechanism for precisely the destination you've already identified. The individual or organization entering your orbit doesn't require you to compromise your vision. They enhance your capacity to manifest it on an expanded scale or compressed timeline. The practical manifestations of this energy vary depending on your specific circumstances. For Capricorns in business, a potential collaborator emerges whose resources, connections, or complementary skills address precise limitations you've identified in your growth strategy. For those in creative fields, a potential agent, publisher, or patron recognizes the marketable value in work you've been developing without compromise. For those in academic or research environments, a potential institutional partner offers resources that amplify your specialized expertise. Pay particular attention to connections forming or deepening between October 19th and 25th. Conversations initiated during this period establish parameters for collaborations with unusual longevity and mutual benefit. Proposals exchanged now tend toward equitable structures that protect your autonomy while maximizing combined impact. Agreements formalized during this window establish foundations for partnerships that evolve alongside your ambitions rather than constraining them. For Capricorns who have experienced previous disappointments in collaborative ventures, this eclipsed partnership opportunity arrives with important differences. Your enhanced discernment, developed through those earlier experiences, allows you to recognize genuine alignment versus superficial compatibility. The maturity you've cultivated enables you to establish clear boundaries and expectations from the outset, creating sustainable collaboration rather than temporary convenience. The combination of these three powerful influences, Mars energizing your creativity, the rare planetary alignment supporting your ambitions, and the eclipsed partnership opportunity, creates an unusual period of integrated progress across creative expression, strategic vision, and collaborative amplification. The creative vitality activated by Mars provides the innovative approach needed to maximize the rare planetary alignment, while the partnership opportunity emerging from eclipse energy offers the collaborative framework to implement your vision at scale. These cosmic shifts operate synergistically to transform your characteristic Capricorn determination from solitary effort to collective momentum. The creative impulses energized by Mars find structural support through the planetary alignment, while the partnership opportunity provides the implementation pathway that transforms vision into reality. Each influence amplifies the others in a progressive sequence, specifically supporting your evolutionary journey. As October unfolds, you'll notice how these seemingly separate developments actually represent integrated aspects of a coherent cosmic design. Your creative renaissance directly informs your strategic vision, which attracts precisely the collaborative partnerships needed for implementation. This isn't coincidental timing. It's orchestrated cosmic choreography tailored to your Capricornian path. As we move forward to explore the final 3 powerful reasons you need to prepare for October, recognize that the personal transformation awaiting you builds directly upon the creative awakening, strategic alignment, and partnership opportunities established through reason 7, 8, and 9. The 10th reason, Uranus triggers revolutionary thinking in your approach to work-life balance. Throughout October, Uranus, the planet of awakening, innovation, and unexpected change, forms a powerful square to Mercury in your sector of higher meaning and purpose. This dynamic aspect challenges your established mental frameworks around the relationship between productivity and personal fulfillment. For Capricorns, who often measure self-worth through achievement metrics, this Uranian influence initiates a revolutionary recalibration of what constitutes a successful life. This isn't a gentle nudge toward better boundaries. It's a cosmic intervention designed to shatter outdated beliefs about work as primary identity. You might experience this as sudden clarity about the unsustainability of current patterns, unexpected resistance to previously accepted limitations, or spontaneous insights about alternative approaches to integrating ambition with well-being. What makes this Uranus transit particularly significant is its activation of both your philosophical understanding and your daily implementation. This isn't about abstract concepts of balance. It's about practical revolution in your moment-to-moment choices. The cosmic message arrives with unmistakable clarity. Sustainable achievement requires sustainable living practices, not as a luxury, but as a fundamental operational requirement. For methodical Capricorns who typically implement change through careful incremental adjustments, this Uranian influence introduces the value of strategic disruption. You discover that certain patterns won't shift through minor modifications. They require fundamental reimagining. This realization doesn't undermine your disciplined nature. It redirects that discipline toward revolutionary rather than evolutionary change where necessary. The practical manifestations of this energy appear in several dimensions. That rigid work schedule that's been both productivity engine and personal limitation. You suddenly recognize viable alternatives that maintain output while enhancing well-being. Those accumulated responsibilities that have become identity rather than function. You develop clarity about what truly requires your personal attention versus what can be delegated or eliminated. That perpetual accessibility that's eroded your recovery capacity. You establish boundaries that protect your regenerative time without compromising your effectiveness. Pay particular attention to insights arising between October 10th and 20th, when this Uranus-Mercury square is strongest. Realizations emerging during this period carry unusual transformative potential for your long-term sustainability. These aren't passing thoughts. They're fundamental recalibrations with profound implications for your relationship with achievement, time, and personal fulfillment. For Capricorns in leadership positions, this Uranian influence extends beyond personal recalibration to organizational innovation. The work-life integration models you develop don't just benefit your individual circumstances. They establish new paradigms that enhance collective productivity through sustainable practices rather than extractive expectations. Your willingness to reimagine success, metrics, and implementation methodologies sets standards that benefit entire teams departments, or organizations. The 11th reason: Neptune's influence softens your practical edges, allowing more intuitive decision-making. Throughout October, Neptune in your communication sector forms a harmonious trine to Venus in your house of broader vision and meaning. This flowing aspect creates an unusual integration between your analytical capacities and your intuitive wisdom. For evidence-driven Capricorns, who typically prioritize tangible data over subjective knowing, this Neptunian influence introduces the complementary power of intuition as a decision-making resource. This isn't about abandoning your characteristic thoroughness. It's about expanding your information gathering systems to include subtle dimensions typically filtered by rational processes. You begin recognizing the limitations of purely analytical approaches to complex situations, particularly those involving human factors, emergent possibilities, or innovative directions without established precedent. What makes this Neptune transit particularly significant is its gentle dissolution of the false dichotomy between practicality and intuition. You discover these aren't opposing approaches, but complementary systems that, when integrated, create more comprehensive understanding than either could provide independently. Your Capricorn pragmatism doesn't diminish. It expands to incorporate wisdom from multiple dimensions of knowing. The practical implications of this Neptune-Venus aspect extend beyond decision methodology to communication effectiveness. Your capacity to articulate complex concepts evolves to include not just logical structure, but resonant meaning. Presentations become more persuasive, not because you've added manipulative techniques, but because you've integrated emotional intelligence with intellectual clarity. Written communications develop unusual impact through authentic connection rather than mere information transfer. Pay particular attention to intuitive impressions arising between October 15th and 25th, when this Neptune-Venus trine is strongest. Insights emerging during this period carry unusual accuracy regarding directions, opportunities, or relationships with significant long-term implications. These subtle knowing experiences aren't random impressions. They're sophisticated pattern recognition, operating beyond conscious processing, a form of intelligence you've often discounted but can now access with increasing reliability. For Capricorns navigating complex negotiations, strategic planning processes, or relationship dynamics, this Neptunian influence provides exceptional support for comprehensive understanding. Your capacity to perceive unstated factors, anticipate emotional responses, and identify underlying motivations develops unusual accuracy. This enhanced perception doesn't replace your analytical rigor. It provides complementary information that fills critical gaps in purely rational assessment. The 12th reason: Pluto's final movement through your sign completes a 15-year transformation. October marks a critical culmination point in Pluto's 15-year journey through your sign. Since 2008, this planet of profound transformation has been systematically deconstructing and reconstructing your fundamental identity, core values, and essential purpose. This process hasn't been gentle. Pluto operates through pressure, elimination, and occasional crisis to catalyze evolution that more comfortable influences couldn't initiate. As Pluto makes its final aspect to your Sun before leaving your sign permanently in November, October creates a definitive integration moment for this extended transformational process. The person you were when this transit began in 2008 bears only foundational resemblance to the individual you've become. October's energy signature facilitates conscious recognition of this evolutionary journey, not as separate experiences, but as a coherent developmental arc with profound purpose. What makes this Plutonian culmination particularly significant is its timing alongside Saturn's direct motion and the rare planetary alignment on October 17th. Your ruling planet's forward movement provides the practical structure to implement the transformation Pluto has initiated, while the planetary alignment creates external circumstances that support your evolved identity. The internal changes developed over 15 years finally find corresponding expression in your external reality. The practical manifestations of this Plutonian culmination appear at multiple levels. That core confidence that's replaced earlier uncertainty It solidifies as unshakable self-trust in decision-making contexts, that clarity about non-negotiable values that's emerged through difficult choices. It establishes boundaries that protect your authentic path without explanation or apology. That purpose that's crystallized through successive eliminations of the inessential. It focuses your considerable resources with laser precision on endeavors aligned with your highest contribution. Pay particular attention to situations arising between October 22nd and 31st, when Pluto's aspect to your Sun is strongest. Circumstances emerging during this period offer unusual opportunities to demonstrate your transformed identity in consequential contexts. These aren't tests, they're platforms for conscious implementation of your evolved capacities. Your response to these situations reveals how completely you've integrated the transformation Pluto has been orchestrating. For Capricorns who have consciously participated in this evolutionary journey, rather than resisting its uncomfortable passages, October brings particular validation. The challenges you've navigated, often without external recognition or support, are revealed as essential preparation for leadership capacities, now urgently needed in your professional domain, family system, or community context. The resilience you've developed becomes not just personal attribute, but transferable wisdom. The combination of these three powerful influences, Uranus revolutionizing your work-life approach, Neptune integrating intuition with analysis, and Pluto culminating your identity transformation, creates an unprecedented period of personal evolution. The revolutionary thinking catalyzed by Uranus provides the conceptual framework for implementing the transformation Pluto has completed, while Neptune's intuitive enhancement ensures your evolutionary expression emerges from authentic integration rather than strategic calculation. These cosmic shifts operate as an integrated system designed to facilitate your emergence as the person you're capable of becoming. The work-life revolution initiated by Uranus creates space for expressing the transformed identity Pluto has developed, while Neptune's intuitive enhancement ensures this expression flows from genuine alignment rather than external expectation. Each influence supports the others in orchestrated harmony, specifically calibrated to your Capricornian journey. As October unfolds, you'll experience these seemingly separate influences as aspects of a unified evolutionary process. The revolutionary balance you establish doesn't conflict with your transformed identity. It creates the sustainable foundation for its authentic expression. The intuitive wisdom you access doesn't contradict your practical nature. It enriches your decision-making with dimensions previously unavailable. This isn't fragmented development. It's integrated transformation across all dimensions of your being. Through these 12 cosmic influences converging in October, the universe orchestrates an unprecedented opportunity for Capricorns ready to claim their evolutionary potential. The carefully constructed foundations you've established, the disciplined development you've maintained, and the resilient navigation of challenges you've demonstrated all create the necessary conditions for this cosmic activation to manifest its full transformative potential in your life. Capricorn, the cosmic confluence awaiting you in October represents a watershed moment in your astrological journey. The 12 powerful influences we've explored don't operate as isolated events, but as an integrated system specifically designed to elevate your evolutionary trajectory. This isn't random celestial movement. It's orchestrated cosmic choreography aligned with your Capricornian path. Let's synthesize what October holds for you. Saturn, your ruling planet, ends its retrograde, removing barriers that have restricted your forward movement since May. A powerful new moon activates your career house, creating unprecedented professional opportunities aligned with your authentic ambitions. Venus enters your social sector, bringing influential connections who recognize your value without requiring repeated proof. Mercury forms a favorable aspect to Pluto, enhancing your natural diplomatic abilities and giving your words unusual persuasive impact. The full moon illuminates your home sector, revealing necessary foundational changes that support sustainable success. Jupiter's position activates your financial zone, bringing unexpected monetary gains through work you've already completed or skills you've been developing. Mars energizes your creativity, giving you the drive to pursue passion projects you've previously subordinated to practical demands. A rare planetary alignment on October 17th specifically favors your long-term ambitions, creating integration between resources, daily work, vision, and reputation. An eclipsed partnership opportunity emerges that aligns perfectly with your 5-year plan, offering collaborative amplification without compromising your autonomy. Uranus triggers revolutionary thinking in your approach to work-life balance, breaking patterns that have limited your sustainable effectiveness. Neptune's influence softens your practical edges, allowing for more intuitive decision-making that complements rather than replaces your analytical strengths. Pluto's final movement through your sign completes a 15-year transformation of your core identity, integrating the evolutionary journey that began in 2008. This convergence of planetary influences creates a cosmic threshold between who you've been and who you're capable of becoming. The disciplined foundation you've established, the resilient navigation of challenges you've demonstrated, and the strategic vision you've maintained all create the necessary conditions for October's transformative potential to manifest fully in your life. The key to maximizing this astrological opportunity lies in conscious preparation and intentional engagement. These cosmic energies don't guarantee automatic advancement. They create openings that require your characteristic Capricorn follow-through. Those who have done the foundational work will find these planetary aspects serving as accelerants to long-established ambitions. Those who haven't may experience the pressure of opportunity without adequate preparation. If you found value in this astrological insight, please subscribe to Secret of the Zodiac right now. Our channel provides this depth of analysis for all zodiac signs, helping you navigate cosmic currents with awareness rather than being unconsciously shaped by them. Each subscriber enables us to continue expanding our astrological research and delivering these comprehensive forecasts. We invite you to explore our other videos specifically tailored to Capricorn's evolutionary journey. Our archives contain detailed analyses of Saturn's influence on your sign, Pluto's transformative passage through Capricorn, and specialized guidance for each lunar cycle's impact on your chart. Your engagement directly supports our work. Please like this video to signal the kind of content you find valuable and share it with other Capricorns in your life who might benefit from this cosmic roadmap. More importantly, we ask you to leave a comment sharing which of these 12 reasons resonates most strongly with your current circumstances. Which planetary influence speaks directly to challenges or opportunities you're currently navigating. Your perspective helps us refine our analyses for future forecasts. We also invite our dedicated viewers to consider supporting Secret of the Zodiac through the Super Thanks feature. This financial contribution helps offset the considerable costs associated with producing daily astrological content of this depth and quality. Your support enables us to invest in advanced astronomical software, continuous astrological education, and the production resources necessary to deliver these forecasts with consistent reliability. The financial reality of creating comprehensive astrological analysis requires substantial investment. Your Super Thanks contributions directly fund our ability to provide daily zodiacal insights rather than less frequent uploads. For Capricorns who value practical support over symbolic gestures, this represents a tangible way to ensure continued access to the cosmic guidance you find valuable. October awaits you, Capricorn, with unprecedented evolutionary potential. The stars have configured a cosmic opportunity specifically designed for your sign's advancement. The question isn't whether these energies will impact your life. They absolutely will. The question is whether you'll navigate them consciously with strategic intention or be carried by their currents without awareness of their purpose. The choice, as always, remains yours.